Taking a break, baby, here at the Chicago Auto Show. And as I make my way through the 2025 Chicago Auto Show, I think about places that I can sit down and relax for a minute. Well, in this case, I am sitting here in the Lucid Gravity. If you guys follow along with what I do, last year I covered this when they debuted it at one of the auto shows, and now we're seeing the actual production version. Here's some things you guys want to know. Proudly made in the United States, right here in Casa Grande, New Mexico, Arizona, Casa Grande. Never heard of it, but I'm going to go there. Casa Grande. It's a cool name. 450 miles of range, which really puts them at the top, setting the bar for a lot of automakers as far as we think about range. The ability to use Tesla superchargers is critically important from an infrastructure standpoint. And it's got a price right around $80,000. So what makes the Lucid Gravity tick? Well, I'm going to tell you guys first and foremost, this is one of the most high-end, technologically advanced, luxury electric vehicles that you can buy in the market. And I want to end with what I started with, and that is the fact that the company takes a lot of pride in this being an American-made brand. I'm going to bring in Dave. We're going to talk a little bit about it. You know, you and I, we make our way to all these shows, and we're talking about Lucid. You know, we were fortunate enough last year to sit in the front on this thing. In this case, it's a beautiful lounge chair. Why is Lucid doing so well right now? Why is it consumers, you know, when they're looking for a high-end luxury electric vehicle, they're choosing you?
Well, I think the proof is in the pudding, with just the level of technology. All of the EV technology is stuff that's developed in-house. Our electric motor technology is really compact. I mean, you can actually fit the electric motor and the inverter into a carry-on suitcase. It's that small. And the engineers and designers then designed around it to maximize the amount of room inside both the Lucid Air sedan and Lucid Gravity to really maximize space for people and their stuff. So that's a big part of it. And then the final thing I think is, you know, just you mentioned the range. I mean, we've got the longest range electric car on the market, but it's still pretty darn fast. I mean, you know, 800, the Lucid Air Grand Touring, 512 miles of range, but 819 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. And our chassis engineers are absolutely brilliant, and they've designed both for the Lucid Air and Lucid Gravity vehicles that drive really well. They're comfortable. You can do long road trips in them. They're great cars to spend time in, but you get them on a twisty road and they got some game. So, you know, you can have a bit of fun with them too.
And when I was mentioning the price there at the end, right around that $80,000 mark, but it qualifies for federal tax rebate.
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, we may see some changes, so we don't know exactly where things stand. I mean, that remains to be seen.
Yeah, I think, you know, the current administration will come around at some point on this. We all know that the industry is kind of moving in this direction as far as electric vehicles go. So now you've got the Gravity starting to, you know, we're starting to think about, you know, the next generation of electric vehicles. Where do you think Lucid's going to be going in the near future?
Well, we're in the process of launching the Lucid Gravity, as you've said. That car's gone into production. It's the first vehicle for us that's using the you know, the NACS charging port, access to the supercharger network, which opens up a whole new world in terms of being able to charge these things out and on the road. You know, the Lucid Air has been on the road now for about 3 years, so really starting to see them out on the road more, which is exciting. In terms of what is next for Lucid, we've said that we're going to go, you know, smaller, a little lower price point, smaller vehicle. So that's next on the horizon. You'll see that probably within 2 years. So we definitely have, you know, a broader view, a bigger picture, a full slate of vehicles planned. So stay tuned.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dave. All right, you guys ready? Automotive Mike's going to do his thing. I'm going to do a quick walk around this vehicle. We're going to highlight some of the features on it that I look at as an automotive person in the industry. So first I want to talk about the hood scoop here. You know, when you think about design in vehicles, especially when it relates to electric vehicles, you want aerodynamics, right? So that air is going to come up over and it's going to push over the side. It's going to help keep the vehicle down, but it's also going to reduce friction and it's going to increase your range. You've got LED lights up on the front here. They go down vertical and horizontal. I think that kind of sets it apart as well. And you're seeing kind of the same color theme on the front of this bumper with the Lucid Gravity. As we make our way down the side, I'm going to highlight a few things as well. And if you get a little bit deeper of a pan, you're going to be able to see just kind of the shape and size of the Gravity. This is a 3-row vehicle, so as you kind of go down the side, you see how big this thing is. You got your Pirelli P0s, nice size wheel with custom braking on it, and again, staying to that theme of monochromatic, right? You're not seeing a lot of color interchanges on it. You come down the side, no handles, keeping it nice and flush. These are high-end features that people expect in vehicles. And then as we make our way on the inside, I'll slide out of the way. Look at the beautiful brown color on the inside, this leather look on the inside, something that stands apart. You've got a massive ULED screen in there, ULED, touch screen on the middle, and again, an aerospace or spaceship looking steering wheel. I'd like to say F1, but really cool design, obviously on the inside. And then a massive panoramic moonroof right here, so it makes its way all the way over. Anybody inside the vehicle gets just an incredible view, no matter where you are looking. And then as you make your way to the back, I love to talk about the C-pillar on a vehicle, right? A, B, and your C-pillar. This is an area where it rakes down. It gives it that aerodynamic look with the gravity and really sets it apart. So as I look at it as an auto expert, I go, man, this thing's just got such a stunning look. Look at the rear end design. The red LED brake lights cross the whole back with the Lucid logo built right into the rear here with the gravity logo. You got all your sensors down on the bottom, adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, all things that you want in a vehicle you're going to get with this Lucid Gravity right here. And as Dave noted, you're going to be looking at a price right around $80,000. We'll see where they qualify with those federal tax rebates as we see the new administration start to roll out their direction on the auto industry. So guys, a lot of things happening here at the Chicago Auto Show. We got a couple more vehicles we're going to be highlighting for you today here, but this one is the Lucid Gravity, and it's one of my favorites, especially with that couch up front. Stay tuned.